Welcome back, everybody. In today's episode of Cooking with Kirby, we're going to be making some Baja California style fish tacos. Now, I live about 30 minutes away from Baja California. Now, one of my favorite spots that I like to go eat fish tacos at is Ensenada. They got some really good tacos out there. For the fish, you just need some type of white fish. Could be tilapia, could be catfish. This is flounder. This has a really good flaky texture. Flounder is really good for fish tacos. Cod is another good fish that you can use. So I got about 4 fillets of fish right here, and I just cut them up into small little pieces. I like to put about a couple of these pieces on each taco. So I have about 4 fillets right here that I cut up, and I portion them into about this size of meat. You're also gonna have little pieces like this that are, you know, skinny at the end, but they're still usable. You can make some pretty good tacos with those. So we're gonna start off with our batter. Now this is the important part right here. So we got 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Now we're gonna add in a half of a teaspoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, and 2 teaspoons of chili powder. Now that chili powder is gonna add a nice pepper flavor, and it's also gonna add some color to our batter. Now we just wanna go ahead and mix this. We wanna incorporate those ingredients. Now once we got that incorporated, now we're gonna need 1 cup of some type of Mexican beer. One of my favorite beers is Dos Equis. I love this with just a lime. So we're gonna need 1 cup of some type of Mexican beer. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure out 1 cup. And then we'll save the rest for enjoyment. So now we're just gonna go ahead and add this in. Now we just want to go ahead and mix that in together. You kind of want this like a thick cake batter or like pancake batter. You want to make sure that you incorporate it, you know, evenly. Just go ahead and keep, you know, whisking. So as you can see, that's like a consistency of a thick, like pancake batter. All right, I think that's about good. We got all the lumps out. Looking nice and smooth. Now let's go ahead and get our fish and just dump it in here. All you gotta do is just dip your fish in there, get it nice and coated. Now we're gonna go ahead and just get that in there. Get all our pieces in there, just let it soak. Now I am gonna put this in the refrigerator for just a little bit because I am gonna be prepping some other ingredients for the fish tacos. And I'm gonna show you some of the stuff that I prepped up for the toppings. Now when it comes to the toppings, when I go to the restaurant, even my local one and even in Ensenada, they actually have a condiment bar. They got pickled onions, they'll have like pickled jalapenos and carrots. There's also onion in that also. Chopped cabbage, which actually I got sliced cabbage. This is how I like to build my taco, just the cabbage, the pico de gallo, a little bit of crema. It's kind of like a mixture of mayonnaise and crema and lime, which that's what we're gonna make right now. But there's so many different condiments and different, you know, salsas. You know, I like to keep it like how they serve it out here locally, and with some hot sauce. This is my favorite hot sauce for seafood, Mexico Lindo Siete Mares. This one right here is a really good one if you want a nice kick to it. This one's a real good one. So now we're gonna take about a tablespoon, a heaping tablespoon, because we're gonna be adding this to some of our tacos. What this is just Mexican Crema. It's really good. It's basically like sour cream. If you can't get this, just go ahead and use some sour cream. Then we're gonna go ahead and just add some mayonnaise. And we're gonna go ahead and squeeze 1 lime into this. This is gonna add a nice creaminess to your tacos. So this, along with some hot sauce, it's gonna be a nice topping. Okay, now we're just gonna go ahead and season this with a little bit of salt. About right there. Go ahead and mix this up. Now I'm just eyeing this. You kind of want this a little runny, but you don't want it too runny. So if I do need some more of the crema, then I'll add a little bit more. I'm actually gonna go ahead and add just a little bit more, just to kind of thicken it up a little bit. And if you want to put a little bit of hot sauce in this, I mean, you can do that, but you know, I'm just going by how they serve it out in the restaurant. So let's go ahead and taste this. That's perfect right there. So we got the crema already taken care of. We got our fish in the batter. Now, all we're gonna be topping it is with just some cabbage and pico de gallo, just a half of an onion, 2 Roma tomatoes, and a little bit of cilantro. You can add a little bit of salt and pepper. If you want to kick this up, you can add probably about a half of a jalapeno in there, diced up. But other than that, all we need is hot sauce and a nice cold beer to go with this. So let's get to our oil and I'll show you what's next. Okay, so I have a medium pot here filled with about 48 ounces of canola oil. Now, I have the temperature close to about 375. You want this hot. You don't want fish tacos to be cooked at like 325. You're not gonna get that crispiness. So as soon as it hits to about 375, we're gonna go ahead and put in our fish. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and lay down some of our fillets. Kind of leave it there a little bit, and then let go. This cooks really fast. Go ahead and just drop it in. Now you don't want to overcrowd it because, you know, it'll get all stuck to each other. Probably kind of like this one here. Go ahead and just move them around. It's only going to take a couple minutes for this to cook up. Because fish cooks really, really fast. You only need to about like 145 degrees. But since these are like real thin fillets, you know, we just need a couple minutes on this. All right, so after about 2 minutes and 15-ish seconds, we're gonna go ahead and take out our fish. You got a nice, beautiful golden brown batter. So we're gonna go ahead and place it on a rack. Like I said, this does not take long, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of these fillets, and I'll show you guys how to build this taco. All right, so we got a nice fresh corn tortilla. We're gonna go ahead and lay a couple of our fish there. We're gonna go ahead and drizzle just a little bit of that crema mayonnaise mixture. It's gonna add a good, nice cream flavor. Go and lay down a little bit of cabbage. It's gonna add some nice freshness. Go ahead and add a little bit of pico de gallo. Just as so. Go ahead and drizzle a little bit of hot sauce. And we just finished off with just a squeeze of lime. And that right there, folks, is a fish taco. If it wasn't for COVID, my butt would be in Ensenada right now with my wife, eating some fish tacos and taking a little trip to the beach. But you can make this at home, so I'm not missing nothing. But this taco looks amazing. So let's see how it tastes. Really, really good. You got the freshness from all those ingredients. The batter's fluffy, it's light and crispy. Really, really good stuff. If you're new to my channel, consider hitting the subscribe button. That way you see future videos just like this. As always, I'll leave the link in the video description and in the comment section so that way you can go to my website, cookingwithkirby.com, to get the full printable recipe. I have these recipes, they're really good, you should try them out. Now y'all be beautiful and take care.